Have you looked at some of the prices on some of the adventure touring jackets out there? I think I might just sit out the season a little bit. Hello everyone, Ron here with Southwest Colorado Adventures with the deal that was just delivered to me. It was less than most of what the competition is out there and on sale on top of that. So I thought that I would bring it to you while it's on sale, and I actually tested it out and it worked out pretty well. So I'm pretty excited. Some may say it's getting chilly outside. I think I'll just call it for the season. I'll winterize my motorcycle and break it out in spring. But wait, I can just get a jacket, right? Sure, you can. In fact, one of my heroes on this platform, Itchy Boots, uses rev'it gear. Let's take a look at that stuff. Okay, $5.49 for a jacket that has basically the specs that I'm looking for to get me through the winter. That's the Sand 4 H2O jacket. How about Clem? Clem is an awesome brand. Let's check them out. Well, their Latitude jacket, which I don't actually see has a removable insulation liner, is $6.99. So I know what you're thinking out there. You're thinking, so you think you have something better? Really? No, I don't. Those other brands are super high quality and are worth the price in my opinion. But if you're like me, you just bought an adventure touring motorcycle. You got geared up with a helmet, with boots, with whatever else it is, gloves, all the stuff that you need to be able to do this, and now it's winter. Well, it's not going to be winter forever, but you will need a jacket, potentially 4 seasons, right? So that's what we're looking at, is 4 season stuff. But you may not want to make the outlay of cash that some of these jackets cost. If you want to spend the money on the other brands, go for it. I have no doubt that they will be great investments and you will be super happy with your purchases. That is not what this video is about. It's not about them. They're great. If you want something that'll keep you warm, dry, and hopefully cool in the summers, haven't been able to test this out in the summertime yet, and you don't want to break the bank, that's why we're here today. Some of y'all may have watched my other videos and heard me comment on the Tourmaster pants that I bought right when I got the motorcycle. Remember, I got my Himalayan mid-October. Within a month, it started snowing around here. It hasn't snowed consistently, but the temperatures have dipped, makes it challenging at higher altitudes. There's more snow. I feel like those pants were very reasonably priced, and they've done a great job. Like, I have no complaints. I've ridden through mud puddles, multiple mud puddles. I've crashed on the snow. I've done 30-degree riding in them. They've been really good to me. So I thought, you know what? Let's not reinvent the wheel. If that worked for me, let's look at the brand and see what else they have. I haven't reviewed the pants yet. I'm choosing to do the jacket first because right now it's on sale. I don't know if it's a closeout or not, but it's got a lot of really great features and the price is unbeatable right now. And if you want one, you need to act fast. My goal is to encourage people to get out and ride as affordably as possible. We want the kids to still be able to go to college later on as well. So we talked about the prices of the competition. How much does this one actually go for? Well, right now it's running 30% off for around $195, which is cheap. It's cheap. Okay, it's inexpensive. However you want to say it, it doesn't cost as much money as the other ones. It seems to have the features that I was looking for. I'm pretty excited about it. So check it out. I'll put the link down below. You'll be able to check this out. I'm going to put the links to the other jackets as well. All of that's going to be down below. So with that said, this is my first apparel review. If you find value in the videos that I make, please slap a like on it. Consider subscribing. There is a ton more to come. This is it. This is the Tourmaster Men's Multi-Season Adventure Touring Long Cut Armored Riding Jacket. Dang, that's a long name. Amazing. Luckily, it's not embroidered anywhere on here because that would be the whole front and back. So here are the basic features. This is just an overview of what the features are, the bullet points, if you will. After we go through the list, then I'm going to break out each one of these and show you in detail how it actually functions. We've got abrasion resistant 600 denier polyester outer coating with DWR coating, 1000 denier honeycomb, nylon, ripstop, reinforced shoulders, elbows, and forearms. ergonomically shaped external TPU shoulder, aqua barrier under the helmet hood that has 2 patents on it also, by the way. Lightweight RISA breathable zip-out internal waterproof liner, plus a full sleeve thermal zip-out liner, 4-way stretch shoulders, and accordion elbow stretch panels. 2 large high-flow zippered mesh panels for airflow that are configurable in multiple different ways on the front. Additional vents include forearm, upper bicep, underarm, and oversized rear exhaust panels. CE Level 2 SafeTech armor in the shoulders and in the elbows. There's a removable EVA form-molded back protector as well. That can be replaced with SafeTech CE2 level armor as well, size large. Reflective accents on the chest, arms, and back. Sliding arm take-up straps for infinite adjustability. Waist belts with hidden stretch panel, again more customization. Exterior storage includes front cargo pockets, zippered hand pockets, and a rear oversized storage pocket with buckles. Internal storage pocket repeated on the shell and both layers. Comfort features include 2-way front zipper, microfiber lined collar and cuffs, snap lock zippered cuffs with mesh gussets, TPU hook and loop cuff adjustment strap, and TPU carabiner. Rear zippered mesh expansion panels with gussets, genuine SBS waterproof zippers, and TPR zipper gussets. 8-inch jacket to pant zipper panel with the pant side included. Okay, so that is a respectable feature list for what I was looking for. Let's take a look in a little more detail. By the way, I forgot to introduce the new member of my team. She doesn't say a lot, but she does a great job of holding garments. And yes, she is a she, in case you're wondering why my men's jacket doesn't quite fit on Ellie Mae as well as it does me. 600 denier abrasion resistant polyester coating. This stuff is actually pretty darn sturdy, and it's basically the same exact specs as most of the competition out there. The DWR coating is a durable water resistance coating on the external shell of this jacket, which is basically the standard for all of the competition out there. So the outer shell is the first line of defense, not only for water, but also for if you fall, for abrasion resistance. So 600 denier, when it's 120 degrees outside and super hot, may not be exactly what you want, but if for some reason you do go down, the heavier duty, the better. It's going to keep you from getting roughed up as much. All right, the 1000 denier shoulder, elbow, forearms, and then the TPU shoulders right here. All of this stuff are just, if you do fall, these are probably the areas that are going to hit first and potentially take the most damage. So they're extra heavy duty on those areas to help protect you. Okay, we've got to go inside to find the lightweight RISA liner. So let me open it up. You can see how it's fastened here. There's the collar with the snap. This, by the way, is adjustable. So depending on your neck size, you can have it here in the middle where I've got it, or you can push it all the way to the inside, giving you a little extra clearance, or all the way to the outside to make it even more snug. Open that up. Then you've got the primary zipper, which I'd already talked about, is 2-way. If you're sitting for a long time, you can open this up, get a little extra air, give yourself a little more comfort down there. So we zip this off. This is the RISA liner right up inside here. So if you take a look, you'll be able to see that the zipper is covered with an external layer so that you do have 360-degree water repellency with this. Open that up, and then you've got the seam sealed welded zippers down in there. There is the removable RISA liner. And the cool thing about the way these layers work is the waterproof liner is up against the outside shell. So obviously, if you get hot and want to take the thermal liner out, you can take that out, still maintain the water repellency on the inside. So you may be thinking, that's why that thing is so cheap, because it doesn't have Gore-Tex. Well, I'll be honest with you, that was one of the reasons why I was most concerned about getting this jacket. Once I started doing a little bit more research, and actually part of it was due to me making this video, I found out that RISA performs the same function as Gore-Tex does, as DryStar does, as Sympatex does. Different brands of clothing manufacturers will generally have their own brand product that goes on the inside. Now, they can't advertise Gore-Tex, Gore-Tex is its own name brand for this liner, but most companies do use a form of Gore-Tex-like material on the inside of their jackets. That's standard across the competition as well. And obviously what it does is it lets perspiration out while preventing water from going in and getting up against your skin. As long as you maintain that dry barrier, that's one of the key ways that you can fight being cold when riding a motorcycle or hiking or running, whatever it is that you're doing outside. So the four-way stretch on the shoulders and the elbows, it's not really super obvious here, but I will tell you from my ride a couple of days ago, when I was going through some of the more vertical parts of my ride, I didn't have to think about this jacket at all when I was doing it. I didn't ever feel like I was constrained. So the movement that I had within this jacket worked really well for me. I was actually kind of surprised. So here's the chest panels. When I was looking at a competition, I looked at some of these chest panels and the rear vents that they had, and these guys can actually open up and breathe. So you can zip that up, unvelcro that. You can use that button right there to button it up, or you can fold it up even further and use the button on the inside to be able to open that up. That's just for the chest. You've also got a vent here on the arm, on the bicep, and then you've got another right here on the underarm, and the underarm has a little snap there to help keep it open as well. So big airflow potentials with this when you don't have all the liners in and it is hotter outside. We've got the CE level 2 armor in the elbow, forearm, and in the shoulders. And I'm not necessarily going to pull it out. One of the things though, I've never actually had level 2 armor in a jacket. My Joe Rockets and my Harley jackets that I've had have only had level 1. And I think maybe that's what the difference was. But when I first got this jacket, the elbow portion of it was kind of closed up. So when I put the jacket on, I was like, oh, my arms don't fit. But it was because the elbow portion was closed, and then I forced it open whenever I put my arm in. And honestly, after riding for about an hour on Sunday, everything was broken in. I didn't have any issues. I didn't even feel it. So anyway, that's just something that's a break-in needed. And on the back, I do have a couple of at least the level 1 CE from either my Harley or some of the Joe Rocket stuff that I've had in the past. What I don't have is anything that's long, which is why I got this. My Harley is a jacket. My leather jackets are jackets. Anyway, this is the first long one that I got for touring. All right, so we have reflective accents. Let's see if we can see them. The reflective accents are here on the arm, around the breast pocket there, on both sides. And also there's much more, oh, there you go. There's more down at the pocket. I hope that you can see that. You may not be able to. It just depends on whether or not we have the right camera angle. Then on the back, still got the arm up here at the shoulders, and then on the side of the back right there, also this part right across here. And even the Tourmaster is reflective, and so is the little mountain symbol up top. Okay, sliding arm take-up straps here. Oh, look at this. I think I actually missed that there's a forearm vent right here as well. These straps are adjustable depending on, how tight you like your clothes, whether you need to cinch them down to make it snug. You don't want it flopping in the breeze. So I didn't adjust them. They were fine just the way they were. Once the armor got worked out, fit really, really well. So we've got a waist belt on both sides right here so that you can take that up, make it more of a customizable fit. You can take either of these sides up for more of a personalized fit and customizably fit it into an athletic fit, which I prefer. Not as athletically fit as I used to be, but it's nice to be able to have that adjustability. All right, the exterior storage pockets. We've got a big, huge cargo pocket right here. Oh, look at that, a GoPro battery. Huh. Anyway, so you've got the cargo pocket right here, and then on the back side of that, which it took me a long time to find, you've got the zippered pocket that goes back behind that. All right, Ellie Mae, let's turn around. On the back side, you've got a buckle here on either side of this huge storage pocket in back. Now you can't use this You could. You'd have to rig it up, but you can't use it for a reservoir, for a water bladder, unfortunately. I think some of the coats do have those out there. So if you take this duck hunting, there you go. Dove hunting, perfect. It'll work just great for that. Okay, we mentioned it at the front, but there is, well, it's got a picture of a cell phone. So you've got a pocket right here for your cell phone, but you also have a pocket on the waterproof liner, and you have the same pocket on just the shell. So you've got a pocket regardless of how you have this configured, and multiple if you configure it like it is right now. Okay, so we already talked about the two-way front zipper. We already talked about the belt. So these are some of the comfort features. Now the cuffs have mesh gussets on them. They also have a hook and loop closure over here so that once you get it all cinched up, you can adjust it 100% the way you want it. So these are the SBS zippers that I was talking about here and here with TPU garages. So they stop and you don't rip them off. I kind of like that because that tends to happen to me. My zippers always break where they meet when they're unzipped all the way for some reason. The collar I feel like could be a little bit smaller, but this is where the waterproof liner is. It's a zip-in liner. You can open that up, pull it out there, pull the liner out, goes under the helmet, and then you're good to go. Let's get your hat back on. You look silly with no hat on. We talked about the exhaust ports. Now this is the amazing part back here. This is where we're talking about the breathability of the exhaust back here. All right, so let's take a look and see what we've got. So 1 snap, 2 snaps, 3 snaps right there. Then, bam, that pulls down, that zips down. This, you roll it up and snap it. Well, probably roll it up a little better than I just did. And then snap it on the inside to this snap. And that is an exhaust port if I have ever seen one. That's amazing right there. All right, so the last thing that we've got is the 8-inch pant to jacket zipper, which these will fit with the breeches that I've got because my Joe Rocket jacket didn't fit with my Tourmaster breeches. So I'm kind of thinking now that I've got the same brand, it's gonna work out okay. All right, so the next question is how did this work on the trail? I rode it around for about an hour. I got up to 60 miles per hour on the highway with it. How did it work? Well, if you find value in this video, please slap a like on it, consider subscribing. Lots more where this came from. My opinion on this jacket is I didn't get cold anywhere that had to do with the body portion. My hands were cold because I had some cheesy gloves on that I won't be wearing when it's 35 degrees outside. So it was 35 degrees, by the way. It was chilly. And the sun almost peeked through the clouds when I was there, but it was cloudy the whole time that I was there. It did great. So I was able to fit all of my GoPro gear inside here, except for the cable that I should have gotten. So don't forget, the one thing that was a hanging point for me was, it doesn't have Gore-Tex in it. Well, a little bit of research. Do it for yourself. Type in RISSA, R-E-I-S-S-A. There's a couple of different sites out there, but it'll take you to a site that just describes all the different kinds of breathable, waterproof membranes that are out there. RISSA is one, Gore-Tex is another. Gore-Tex is probably the most popular. That was my hang up. But after I did the research, it made me feel a ton better about buying this jacket. So a couple days ago was also my first ride with my new saddlebags that I installed. If you haven't seen that, I'm going to put that review up here as well. They held strong, no issues whatsoever. The straps didn't even come uncinched the way I had them, so worked great. How does the Delcovic exhaust that I just installed a few weeks ago, how did that actually operate in real life out on the trail? It did great on the trail. It sounded great, had a good growl to it, a little tougher than the of the Himalayan, not quite VW sound, but you know what I'm saying, not tough. So I'm going to link my Delcovic install as well. And I think YouTube even has a recommendation for you coming up as well, one that you haven't seen before. Thanks for coming along with me today. I sure appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. Be safe out there.